to Pipes, Tobacco, and Whiskey. Today we have a Cornell Diehl product, and it's called Buffalo Soldier. Mm-hmm. Buffalo Soldier is a Virginia-based tobacco with a little bit of Latakia and a little bit of Perique in it as well. Ooh. It's a ribbon cut, comes in 2-ounce tins. Mm-hmm. You can get it pretty much anywhere where Cornell Diehl products are sold. Like we got ours from smokingpipes.com. And the strength on it is moderate. The flavoring, there's no flavoring included on this. The taste is about a moderate as well. So let's jump right into this one, guys. Cool. What's your thoughts on the tin note on this one?
Well, so I was shopping on smokingpipes.com, and this one came across. To be honest, I was looking for vapors at the time, and this one, you know, with the exception of the Latakia in there, you know, it is a vapor. I grabbed it for that reason, and also the tin itself looks really cool. So I grabbed it. But with the actual tin note, you know, I'm not getting as much Virginia as I want. Almost like a sweet kind of plum, like dark fruit kind of smell on that one. So that's kind of good. Definitely kind of vinegary. I'm not really sure what it is. A little smoky. There's a lot going on for me for the tin note. What about you?
It's slightly smoky. I don't get much of the dark fruit to it. I do get that grassiness and a little bit of the spice.
Smell this one.
Making it a vapor. I get that smokiness, the slight vinegariness that we're akin to with Latakias. Mm-hmm. Not very prevalent in the blend because I still get a lot of those Virginia notes, those Perique notes through it. And wow, this one's pretty good.
Yeah, it was a really good find. I was actually really surprised whenever I first opened it up. I was like, that's refreshing. It kind of paid off. What do you think?
Well, I definitely get some of the typical Virginia smells coming out of it. You know, some grassiness and some
citrus notes,
slightly citrusy, but I get more mustiness and dark fruit scent that I get out of this. Maybe from the Perique. And the Latakia is really light. It's a touch of smokiness, but not very much at all.
Right. And whenever we get into the taste, you know, it's kind of the same way. But
I do get that vinegar hit that you're
just a
talking
little
about.
bit. I don't. It's like like a Carolina barbecue kind of thing.
Well, and it's like
ever so slightly.
I get
spice.
that. I get that scent just from like Latakias in general. There's a smoky, vinegary, and it mixes, and it depends on which company we're smelling that comes through more. But all Latakias seem to have that scent to me.
Yeah. And, you know, I don't mess around with Latakias too much, so I like that it's playful. You know, I don't like a whole lot of Latakia. Like, you guys did a Lat Bomb long time ago, and I'm glad I missed that episode. I'm not going to lie to you.
Oh, you'd love it.
Yeah.
You'd love it. It's tasty.
And then we should do an episode with him with pirate cake.
All right, so interesting scents going on in there. Yeah. Pretty much a Virginia forward. But you can slightly get those other ones a little bit, you know, the Perique and the Latakia. Cool. Let's talk about its tastes.
The Virginias are pretty forward for me for the taste. I like that. A little bit spicy and a little bit of that grass. So, I mean, I like that the Virginias are kind of shining for me. But there's that touch of the Latakia in there, which is really, really good.
I'm getting more Virginia than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I like that this is, and I don't know if I'm stretching on this, but most naval blends also have a mixture of Latakia, Perique, and Virginias in them. A lot of them do, and I've smoked a ton of them. This is the first one where I've really tasted a predominant focus on the Virginias. Mm-hmm. This was very Virginia forward, and I am a C&D Virginia fan. Mm-hmm. Anything that C&D produces that's part of the Virginia family, to me, their Virginias taste different than anybody else's. There's no flavorings, there's no toppings, it's just straight citrus, very light, and I love the Virginias forward on this tobacco. Very, very good, very interesting.
Kind of clip the mic there, sorry. Cut that out. What about you?
little sweetness from the Virginias, a little bit of hay kind of taste through there. I get a little bit of the spice from the Perique. Just a touch of smokiness in it. And you guys that are not Latakia fans, you're really not even going to notice it.
No, you're not.
I think it's more, the Latakia's in there more to give it a tobacco smoke kind of.
A smokiness.
Gotcha.
Yeah, rather than the smokiness that you get from the Latakia in an English blend.
Yeah.
You know, that just kind of overwhelms and it's kind of acrid a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
This, you don't notice the flavor so much. You notice it more in the waft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't notice it so much in the taste.
Yeah.
The sweetness is not a citrus sweetness, though, like you would expect from Virginias. It's almost like a slight nuttiness and a slight maple flavor.
You put that in the notes, but I'm having a really hard time finding it. But I do taste the nuttiness. But maybe I just need to.
My thing,
Clean on.
I'm really enjoying the fact that I have, man, the Latakia in this is so light. It's almost present just to add a thicker smoke, just to make it creamier, just to make it smoother,
Yeah.
but not actually make it taste different. This is a vapor taste. But that Latakia is so mellow in it that it just...
And you say it's a vapor taste, and we've tasted several vapors here.
Mm-hmm.
If it is a vapor, it's the lightest vapor I've ever tried. It's more Virginia forward than anything else.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is... By content alone, this would qualify itself as a naval blend. You know, the Navy flakes that you see a lot of people use, because that's what they do. Latakia, Virginia, Perique. Mm-hmm. And they mix it in different blends, mostly Latakia heavy. Mm-hmm. This one, God,
This is
different.
This is interesting.
It's very interesting. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah.
smoke.
Did I find a good one?
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool.
All right. Got anything else to add for tastes, flavors?
Virginia lovers that want to get into maybe something a little bit different, this would be a good one to kind of try out.
To me, the Virginias on this one is they're a little bulky. The Virginia flavor is pretty heavy's not a good word.
No.
Thick's not a good word. It's I can't really put my finger on the descriptor, but it's a Virginia that's stout. Mm-hmm. You know, it's got a stout Virginia flavor. It's not a mild Virginia. It's a stronger Virginia. Is what I'm trying to say.
You know, you say that, and you introduced me to C&D's Virginia Gentleman, and then I went and bought some stuff. It was McBaron's Virginia.
Yeah.
And the Virginia in the McBaron Virginia was a lot. I think it's just I'm reminded of that kind of Virginia, like that stoutness, because McBaron always has a little bit of bite to it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of getting that with this smoke a little bit, not to where it's offensive, but it is a little bit.
Yeah,
more.
it's. I put down that the taste was moderate. I'm getting more to maybe a medium taste, rather than a moderate taste.
As you're going down.
Yeah, as I'm smoking it more, it's getting a little fuller as it goes. Yeah. All right. Well, what do you think about room note?
Pleasant so far. It's definitely a tobacco smell. There's no toppings. There's no BS behind it.
This
So-
is straight tobacco flavors, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know if it would be a crowd pleaser.
No. Yeah. I think in a brick and mortar where they have a lounge, those people will enjoy it.
Yeah, yeah.
You start smoking this in front of the Pizza Hut before you go pick up your pizza. You're going to get some complaints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you smell. I actually saying that.
So can you grab your pizza and go home?
Yeah. After you say that, so like where I smoke out of at my place, the patio is right next to the living room, pretty much. So like I go out and smoke, and then whenever I come back in, Shelby's looking and she goes, "Wow, that was really strong." Like she can almost smell it through the patio.
So you're bringing it in. With
Yeah.
you.
It's a pretty heavy linger one, but it's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, to me, the room note is very
Tolerable.
well. It's tolerable, but it's very reflective of the scents that you get and the tastes that you get.
Oh yeah.
They all tie in together with it. Yeah. Okay. Well, moisture level. What do you think about the moisture level on this one?
A little. I don't know. I want to say dry, but at the same time, it's pretty much where I like it.
I think it's perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody mentions it might be a little dry, but I really like the way that it is.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
And we've had this for how long now? Almost a month.
About, yeah, roughly.
And
I would
you-
say it's perfect because
we put it in a jar straight when you got it.
I think it sat in a tin for maybe 4 or 5 days, maybe a week.
Yeah.
well, and I would say it's perfect just because I've had dry tobacco before, and any of you that say this tobacco is dry has not had your tobacco actually dry out.
Like that penny farthing that you've had.
That's it crusts up.
Yeah,
That's the thing. When you pick up a tobacco leaf and it snaps, that's dry.
That's dry.
That's dry.
Yeah, this is nowhere near there. It's like
this
it's
this is just ready to go. I
Yep,
think.
I think so too.
What about the nicotine content?
I would say this one is a moderate.
It's not
nicotine
mild.
hit. It's not mild.
not- it's-
No,
it's
there's
actually good.
there's a little bit more of a hit with this, and I think it's because of the straight tobaccos that you're getting in this. There's no Cavendish. There's no additive. There's no topping. There's no flavor. You get straight tobacco on this one.
Which is why I was mentioning to you a little bit earlier. I personally couldn't smoke it all day. It's a little too heavy for me. I like it at the end of the day.
Yeah, to me
Maybe
it's
Me
a little
too.
Yeah, I read online where a lot of guys think this is an all day smoke.
It could be
I'm,
if you
I'm
were.
not there with that.
Yeah,
yeah.
if you worked at home, this is an all-day smoke. I don't think I could be driving around place to place, stop to stop, customer to customer, and smoke this in between my stops without hitting one of them and being a totally different dude.
Yeah.
I think this is a medium hit
Yeah.
on nicotine.
Yeah.
It's kind of right in the middle, and it's showing its
Right.
nicotine content every now and then.
So we can all agree it packs a little bit of a punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I bet this one would age pretty well. Set it in the cellar. There's a little bit of rough edges here and there that I'm tasting. Some harshness going on. If you're not careful, it can get spicy on you.
Yes.
So that Perique starts heating up and
Ooh.
it starts getting a little bit spicy.
Oh,
But I mean,
Decent little find, you think? I like it.
it's not something that I think I would smoke all the time. This is not up my alley.
Yeah.
I would need to add a little more Latakia to it to make it something that I would like.
That's me. It's playing with me. I really think it's playing with me on it. I agree with you on it. There's enough Latakia for me to want more, but there's not enough for me to say this is an all-day smoke.
Yeah, I wonder what it would be like if we, in a 2-ounce tin, if we added a pinch or two of Latakia and see what that did to it, how it changed it up. I don't know. Be interesting to try.
You've got plenty. Might want to give that a shot.
Be interesting to try.
Curious where they got the name Buffalo Soldier from.
Well, Buffalo Soldier. It's actually a tribute to the
Is that World War-
soldiers, the African American soldiers during World War II.
Yeah, it is World War II.
So it's a series of. Don't they have a Tuskegee?
Yeah, they do.
Line
I think
also.
they do. Yeah. So
Yeah.
C&D does that a lot. They have a seller series.
It's actually a tribute to the African American contribution to the war effort during the World War. Yeah, interesting smoke. All right, well, let's talk about 2-ounce tins. It breaks down to be about $5.20 per ounce.
Whew.
Yeah.
A little higher than some of the ones that we've been trying here
Yeah.
lately, but that's about normal for those C&T tins.
Yeah,
and
for the tins, yeah.
and some of those others too.
I did notice that this one was like a buck or two more expensive than like the other ones that were in there. So I mean, it's a little bit more expensive than their
Yeah,
regular,
most of their
just a
tins,
bit.
most of their tin-only blends go for anywhere from about $10 to $12 a tin.
And this one's around.
And this one's around that price.
All right, moment of truth. What are you guys going to give it?
You first.
Me first. 3.5.
That's That's what I'm thinking
Yeah,
too.
3.5. I don't want to go quite 4 just because I couldn't smoke it all day. But I really like the quality of the tobacco. I like the mixture of it. I love the Virginias that are up front. I like Virginias, as I always say. But it's a good thing. The Latakia itself. It's a nice little addition to it. I'd give it a 3.5 all day. I like this one. And I'm smoking it out of a no-name. Is that a billiard?
That's
That's a
bulldog.
That's a bulldog.
Yeah, just a big old piece of briar.
I think I'm gonna stick around the same thing that you did. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 shots. Gosh, just one way or the other. If they would have taken the Latakia out or added more Latakia, probably would have made a different smoke for me, in my opinion. I like the additive of it. I really don't know what family to put it in because now it's just a straight. It tastes like a vapor, but then there's that Latakia kick to it. And it's interesting. I like it. It's a change of pace.
Yeah.
And that would be why I purchase it.
Yeah.
That's why I would put it above average at a 3.5. And I am smoking it out of a Peterson Army edition.
You got that pretty recent, last October, wasn't it?
Yeah, an Army billiard.
Yeah, Army Billiard.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. What about you?
Well, I'm smoking it out of a cheap $3 RNA Treasures
Yeah.
billiard.
Yep.
That my buddy from Turbo 10, Warren Bile, has finished this for me and sent it to me. And the reason why he sent it to me was because at the very top of the rim, he etched with a laser engraver pipes, tobacco, and whiskey.
That's so cool.
He also made us this.
Yeah, a tamp.
A tamp as well.
Oh, cool. I
Yeah,
haven't seen that.
and that's just a cut dowel rod. Is basically all that is.
a little
But
bit
I
of a
mean, he
stain.
took the laser printer on there and
That's cool.
put pipes, tobacco,
I didn't
and
know he did
whiskey
that
on
too.
it. So
Yeah, did you see it?
But
Yeah, I saw
anyway, so I'm smoking it out of that, and it's the pipe smokes pretty well. But back to the tobacco. If I would have gave you my opinion on this from the first puff, it would have been a 2.5.
Yeah.
It got better as I smoked it. It kind of rounded out a little bit. The Perique started giving it a little bit more flavor. Probably a 3 is what I would give it.
Right on.
So puts it at a 3.33 or 3.25 for us or something.
Well, it's a little higher than that because you guys gave it a 3.5. So
Yeah. So round up 3.5.
I guess.
Dilly.
I'm not exactly sure that this would be added into my rotation.
Yeah.
But I'll bump it up. So
Yeah, that's me too. I don't know if I would put it into my rotation. Definitely a change of pace.
Yeah.
I was the exact opposite of you though. Ooh.
what?
You would have given it a lower score in the first puff.
You giving a higher score?
I would have. After the first puff, I was thinking, "Wow, this is really nice." And as I smoked it, it just
Kind of flattened
Flattened out?
yeah.
Yeah.
It let me down a little more. That first puff was very interesting.
I grabbed it because you kind of turned me on to a few more vapors. I was like, cool, and I shopped for a crap load of vapors. I bought like $100 worth of freaking tobacco that day, and then
Well, and you've also been getting into Englishes too. You've been
As well.
trying to get some Latakia
and
blends
this
as
was
well.
like right
This
in the
was
middle,
one of them.
and I
Yeah,
was like, well, yeah, let's give that a shot. So
Well, I'm glad we tried it. I mean,
Yeah.
it was one that I've never had before.
absolutely, yeah.
And so, and given our opinions out there may help some other people as well kind of decide if this is something they want to try or not.
Yep.
Because you guys are Virginia smokers anyway.
Yeah.
I'm an English smoker.
Through and
so
through.
We're looking at it from different lenses, So, anyway, cool. Well, then overall, we give Cornell and Diehl Buffalo Soldier 3.5 shots. Coolness. You guys got anything you want to add?
Continue to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. This is one that we found, but we've had several of you send us some of your tobaccos. I say several. A few of you send some tobacco to us to try out, and I know we've done some reviews on some of those tobaccos recently. And just continue to send us your comments. Tell your friends about us. If you have any questions, reach out to us. We're more than happy to help.
Heck yeah.
That's the best thing about this pipe smoking community.
yeah.
Everybody has an answer to one of your questions.
And I've never met a pipe smoker that was like a bad person
Yeah.
for the most part.
Yeah, I've never met a pipe
Except for
smoker.
us.
Yeah, I think we're the worst.
yeah, I've never met a pipe smoker that won't answer your question.
Right. Yeah. But anyways, that's neither here nor there.
Oh, by the way, the Texas Pipe Show for this year has been canceled.
No.
Yeah, so there will be no Texas Pipe Show in October, but talking to the guys that put that on, they're hoping that we can maybe shift it to early spring.
Okay. Well,
So
keep
it's
an
not
eye
going to
out.
go away forever. It's just being postponed at this point. So we're hoping that maybe like in March,
Okay.
we can kind of maybe put something on.
Yeah, I hope
So-
so. It can't go away forever. If
That was fun.
they do decide to cancel it forever, I'll start figuring something out.
Look at you.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah,
It
there's
was
got to be a
really-
way to get us together.
Well, so hopefully they'll get that taken care of. All right, well, then that's another episode for us, guys.
Debate.
Thanks a lot for watching. We do appreciate you watching and giving comments. I'll get back to you, I promise. And we are encouraged by the number of people that continually contact us and continually give us support. So thanks again. And don't forget,
Make all your piping moments count.
thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, guys.